What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Gibbon here today with another video for you. Thank you so much for stopping by and checking it out. Real quick, what you're watching in the background is some hardcore free-for-all. It's quite an epic match, actually. I go up against a guy called Darcy, something or other, and we duke it out, and it's a really, really tight, close game. A lot of fun. I really like hardcore free-for-all. It's what I generally used to play a lot of, and when I say a lot, I mean shitloads. Just to let you know what I'm running the HVK 30. It has on it quick draw, it has stock, and I've got the epic variant thing, suppressor, for it. In terms of my perks, I've got Ghost, Scavenger, Cold-Blooded, and Dead Silence. The reason that I put Cold-Blooded on is because in the last game that Darcy, who won, he had Tracker on, so I thought, right, I need to combat that with a little bit of Cold-Blooded, and hopefully it works out. Now, I'm going to try, or attempt to show you the game in its entirety, because I just want to show you just, not how rough it was, but it was just a really closely fought, tight game, and it was good fun. I like games like that. It got my heart beating a little bit. I was trying to concentrate, trying to find the next person, all that kind of good stuff, and hopefully, you know, it's something that you enjoy. I'm not always going to bring you beastly gameplays, not that I do beastly gameplays, but I want to show you sometimes when, not so much that it's a struggle, but just when you have to kind of put your try-hard panties on and try and do a little bit better yourself. Now, I wanted to talk about a particular topic today, and that topic revolves around Call of Duty World War II. Now, I watched, or a video came up in my suggested box on YouTube, and it was for Ali A, everybody's favourite COD YouTuber. I'm not going to get into that. I'm surprised that he was playing. Actually, I'm sure isn't he a Pokemon YouTuber now? I'm pretty sure that that's what he does now. He just plays Pokemon, walks around with his girlfriend, who has built her entire YouTube career out of Ali A. She's got all of her subs because of him, but we won't go into that. Get a leg up when you can, ladies and gentlemen. Can't knock the hustle. Anyways, his video was about the biggest problem that World War II, COD World War II, is going to have. And his summarisation of that was the fact that the biggest problem that COD World War II was going to have was the fact of Battlefield 1. Now, I find it really difficult to compare the two games. Now, obviously, there's that you have to kind of sit yourself in one camp. You either like Battlefield or you like COD. You can't like both, because if you like both, there's something mentally retardedly wrong with you for whatever reason I can't explain. But for me, the point that he was trying to make was slightly sort of, I didn't find it correct, if that makes sense. I didn't agree with what he was saying, because for me, COD is very much a run and gun game where there's not a whole lot of strategy in it. There is a lot of strategy in it when you go to the competitive edge, but for the casual player, there's not shit tons of strategy in it. It is pretty much run and gun and do the best that you can with the guns and maybe potentially play the objective. I'd just like to point out as well that he was playing as a medic on Battlefield, and he was not reviving, he was not healing any fucker, which is sacrilege as far as I'm concerned, and anybody that plays Battlefield 1 will know what I'm talking about with that. But for me, like I said, you can't really compare the two games. Battlefield 1, it's very much, unless you're playing TDM, but even when you're playing TDM, it's kind of a bit more objective based. But things like Conquest, it's OBJ orientated. You've got to play the objective. The maps are fucking ginormous on Battlefield 1. They're not on Call of Duty, on COD. Now, the thing of it is at the moment, I think I think statistically there's about, at any given time, when you spread the stats out, there's about 100,000 people online at any given time, I think I'm right in saying this, playing Battlefield 1. Now, we all know that they won't show the stats in Infinite Warfare because, well, there's just not that many people playing it. How many times have we gone into Infinite Warfare to go and play in a lobby, and you're waiting for ages to get into a lobby, whereas you go and play something like Black Ops 3, and it's not that difficult to find a lobby or to get into a lobby and start playing and enjoying yourself. Now, for me, I think, and it isn't an issue, the real difference is going to be is that we've now had 3 games that have all been advanced movement for Call of Duty. So, we've had that development cycle, the way that it's gone, Advanced Warfare, and then you've had Black Ops 3, and then you've had Infinite Warfare. For me, they got the movement completely wrong in Infinite Warfare. It's just bonkers. The amount of times when you go to shoot somebody and they literally skyrocket into the air and turn around and just absolutely snap you one. I think the issue that people will have with Black Ops not Black Ops, sorry, with World War II is the moving back to the non-advanced movement, so boots on the ground. I think that's going to be the hardest adjustment period. So I'll say a prayer of condolence for everybody with SCUF controllers, and I'm not hating on people with SCUF controllers. Hell, I had one too in Black Ops 2, but I couldn't get to grips with a SCUF controller. It just wasn't, you know, when you just can't find yourself. I just couldn't warm to it. It's just me being weird, but there you go. But for me, that's what's going to be the biggest difference, and because COD is considerably fast-paced, it's how that's going to then interact into a World War II shooter. And I think there's going to be, maybe, I could be completely wrong, there could be almost a sustained period of time where people are just trying to get used to the game. I guarantee you, you're going to see people bunny hopping everywhere at first, because we've all been used to the advanced movement. We've all been used to bouncing around and jumping about and getting all over the place to try and get your kill and to try and outmaneuver to where you go. And I just kind of really wanted to get your guys' opinion on it. What do you think is going to be the hardest things to adjust to? Listen, at the end of the day, the World War II trailer has got more likes in like Call of Duty history in terms of trailers that have been put out there. So I think we all knew that was going to happen, that was going to be a given. So we all know that everybody's really looking forward to World War II and really looking forward to seeing how it's going to play and how the story mode's going to be, because we all know that COD always has, pretty much 9 times out of 10, a really, really good story mode. So just for me, the thing that's going to be difficult, it's going to be interesting to see what the score streaks are going to be. It's going to be interesting to see what the variants are and the attachments that you can put onto your gun, what the customization is going to be like. We know there's going to be supply drops in there. There ain't no point in bitching about it, because they are just going to be there all the time, and we are just going to have to get used to that fact and suck it up, basically. You either pay for them or you grind the game out to get them. Either way, you work it the way that you can do. So let me know what you think is going to be the most difficult things to adjust to with World War II. I'll be really interested to kind of get your opinion on it and see what you guys think. I'm really hyped for it. I'm really looking forward to it. So I was just, like I said, curious to see what you guys think and what you guys think is going to be the most difficult thing. And you can see here, I managed to come first. I get the final kill. Ridiculously close game. I actually tried to send him a message to say good game, but for some reason I couldn't send him a message. But there you go. That's going to do it for this one, guys. I do hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please don't forget to click the like button. If you're new to the channel, please also don't forget to subscribe. Let me know what you think down below. We out. Peace.